Hey y'all, welcome back to another video here on the Living in Jackson, Mississippi YouTube channel. And y'all know here as a real estate agent in the Jackson Metro with this YouTube channel, we have helped quite a bit of y'all relocate to the area here over the past 4 years that have reached out through the YouTube channel. And of that group that we have helped, about roughly 75% have been moving here for either retirement or being close to family, something like that. As opposed to being a younger single person coming here for a job, or younger family, working age, or coming here for things like that. So that's only been about 25%, while 75% has been for retirement. And that's obviously because we are a very retirement friendly state with the no tax on retirement income, the warm weather that we have here, and just generally the low cost of living while still having pretty much anything that you would want to do. We've got a beautiful lake, we've got trails, we've got parks with all kinds of stuff. Pickleball is all the rage up here at the Winter Circle Park in Flowood. And so stuff like that is going on all over the Jackson Metro area. So it makes a lot of sense for a lot of people that are coming here for retirement. And with that, a lot of y'all are looking for communities that are designed with that in mind. And we have several of those here. And since we've gotten all the questions, I wanted to make a video to show you some of the options you have. Now, a lot of the communities that are here that, and to be honest with you, most of the people in the area maybe think are limited to 55 plus are not. They're not limited. So you have a good portion of those that have the amenities that you're probably looking for, but are open to anybody who, feels like they would benefit from those amenities. And then you have other neighborhoods, not as many, but there are some that are actually restricted to 55 plus only. So you have to be 55 or older to purchase a condo or a home in these communities. So I want to show you some examples of these in the area, and I want to start with the ones that are actually restricted to 55 plus. So we've got two different kinds. Like I mentioned, condos, where obviously you're going to have a few units, usually 2, sometimes 3 or 4 in a building, and then you've got several of those buildings in a gated area, and then you're going to have access to some amenities like a pool, clubhouse. The HOA is going to take care of all the exterior maintenance, so it really makes it just a low maintenance living where you just don't really have to get out and do a whole lot that you don't want to do. You can just take care of the inside, let them worry about the outside. That is one option that exists in both the non-restricted 55 plus and the unrestricted communities that I'll tell you about. And then we also do have a single family home community that is also restricted to 55 plus. So something for everybody. But I want to start with kind of the core, the one we have the most of, which is going to be the condo style. And for that, we're going to jump up to Village Charmont in Ridgeland, Mississippi. All right, y'all, here we are in the first one I wanted to show you. This is Village Charmont in Ridgeland. We are right off of Lake Harbor Drive, which puts you in a pretty decent location if you like to be close to the outdoors. You want to get out on the reservoir. You like the trails that the Natchez Trace. It's really peaceful out there. You're not as close to some shopping and dining and things like that, although you do have Primo's right outside the gate, and this is a gated community. Primo's, great breakfast. I like going there for breakfast. Lunch and dinner too, but I especially like the breakfast. But here in the community, obviously it's a condo community. It is restricted to 55 plus only. So you have to be 55 or older to even purchase a home in here. And with that, everything is really designed with that in mind. Accessibility, if you have limited mobility, all of that really is thought of in the design of these homes here. The other thing that goes right along with that, if you don't want to have to be dealing with a lot of maintenance, you want low maintenance living, they take care of all this. All the exterior maintenance, the landscaping, if you need repairs on the roof, paint, siding, anything like that on the outside, it's all taken care of by the HOA here. Now you are paying $275 a month for that HOA, but you've got all that. You got the clubhouse, you got the pool right here, and you're all in this gated community right here in Ridgeland. Now, so here in Village Charmont, there are 2 and 3 bedroom options available. This one here that you're seeing is one that is actually listed right now for sale for $249,000, and it is a 3-bedroom unit here. And whether you get a 2 or 3, you have that sunroom out there too, so you have a nice little bonus room, so you get a pretty good bit of space. Again, this is the condo style here. This is just one. There's others we're going to look at, but that's the Village Charmont here in Ridgeland. Now, maybe if you like that style of community there at Village Charmont in Ridgeland, but maybe you don't want to be in Ridgeland, or there's other things you want to be closer to in another area around the Jackson Metro, we do have some other options. They're just not going to be, there's no actual restriction that says you have to be 55 or older to buy in those communities. One, for example, is going to be Independence right here in Flowood. Now, this is Independence here in Flowood, and before I get too deep into it, I want to say real quick, if you're somebody who's thinking about moving to a community like this, or really anywhere in the Jackson Metro area, I love making the videos. I hope it really helps you out. But I love it even more when y'all will call, text, email, just reach out to us. The info is right there, whatever it takes. Get in touch. I would love to answer your questions about moving to the area and maybe actually help you make that move. So there's the info right there. Definitely do that. And of course, if you want to see more videos about the area, you can hit that subscribe button and click the bell too. That'll get you notified when those videos come out. Now, this is Independence in Flowood, and you're going to see it's a pretty similar feel to what you saw over at Village Charmont in Ridgeland. It's another condo community. You're centered around a clubhouse here. You got a nice pool there. You wouldn't want to jump in today. It's been kind of cold this past week. We've had our like 1 week of winter that we've had this past week. But it's supposed to be in the 60s all week coming up. So things are warming up here. Still probably don't want to jump in the pool. But you do have the nice pool there. It is gated here. And then you've got all these condo units here around this. Most of these built in 2006, about 16 to 1700 square feet. Most of them 2-bedroom, 2-bath condos here that you can get in Flowood. Now, the big thing here compared to Village Charmont, I would say, is the location, because here in Flowood you have access to a lot of things. So if you want to have access to medical facilities, doctors, specialists, things like that, you've got all that here in Flowood, as well as all the shopping and dining. I mean, you are a mile from almost everything you could want to do on a daily basis. And just across the street, when you walk out, there's a gate where you can walk out of the neighborhood. Right across the street over there, you have the Winter Circle Park, which is an award-winning park here in Flowood. They've got a lot of trails. They've got the tennis courts and pickleball courts there. So that is really nice. They fixed it really nice at Christmas. They got the whole thing decked out in lights. So that's pretty cool. And then right next to that, you also have the Flowood Nature Park. It's got some trails that run through the woods. There's a pond with a fountain. It's just really nice, peaceful. So if you just want to go and relax and enjoy nature a little bit, it is right across the street from you here. And so that's why I think here you get a little bit higher price point. The one here that's listed right now for sale is listed for $290,000. Very similar in size to the one you saw over in Ridgeland. But this one, it's here in the middle of all these things to do. Not to say that the one in Ridgeland's in a bad location. You just have more right here for you. And as far as the HOA here, this one is $250 a month. Again, that covers, all this exterior maintenance that you have. Now, if you notice, both these here and the ones up in Ridgeland are a little bit older. 2006 here, 03 up in Ridgeland. Well, if you want something a little bit newer, it's not quite as centered with everything like this one is, but you do have a little bit farther out on Highway 25, some brand new ones that they're building. They're ready. They've got them listed out there at Liberty, and you can see those. They're brand new. I mean, they are fresh. If you want something brand new, you can get them out there. You're still close to a lot of this stuff, but just a little bit farther out. And if you like Independence, they've got a little bit newer one too out at Patrick Farms in Pearl, where you can be right there on the golf course at Patrick Farms. So if you like this style, there's pretty much something for you regardless of what you want to be close to. Now, that doesn't cover all of the condo style communities that exist, but that's generally kind of it's a good sampling of what you can find here. And those neighborhoods are great examples of places where we have helped people move here in the past. Now, moving on, if you don't want to live in that, as close of quarters, maybe you want a little bit more space, you still want to have somewhat of a yard, but you want to have that single family home, but you do like the idea of having it be restricted to being a 55 plus community. And if that is you, then we do have one that is unique, and it is up in Madison called Cornerstone. And this one is going to be the most unique one of the bunch. You see, we are here in Cornerstone. This is a gated neighborhood in Madison County, just outside the city limits of Madison. And as you can see, a street, single family homes. It looks like your regular traditional neighborhood. And if you didn't know, I guess you wouldn't know that it is a 55 plus restricted community, meaning that this one actually does restrict. You have to be 55 to buy here. You can get a home just like this one. This one is on the market right now, and here it's the only one on the market. It's listed at $409,000 today as I'm recording this video, and it's the only one. I'm sure more will come on, and most of them I would suspect will be roughly in this same price range, around that low 400 mark. But you're here close to all the growth that's going on. Really, I would call this more the Gluckstadt area. That's where this is closer to, so you can be close to all the new growth that's coming up here. Really easy to get down into the city of Madison as well, if you want to do that. And you can live in a great looking, fairly new community just like this one, and have a lot of features in your home like this one. You've got really wide doors throughout, really easy entry points throughout all the doors and entrance and exits of the home. So to accommodate if you do have disabilities or anything that's limiting your mobility, you don't have to really worry about it too much here. And I gotta say, honestly, the wide doors especially, I mean, I'm 33. I could use the wider doors myself. It'd be nice, even if just to move things around the house. You know, I'm always kind of struggling to get stuff through. You're not gonna worry about that here. You got plenty of room. So something nice for you here in Cornerstone in Madison. So there you have a few examples of the 55 plus and retirement geared communities that we have here in the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. I hope that's helpful. Those are some good examples of ones that we have helped people relocate to here in the area. Obviously, there are some others around there that have those types of amenities. And if you want to know more, maybe about some different areas where you could find some things like that, definitely just reach out to us. I'll put the number up here again. And I just want to say again, y'all, we love making the videos. I really hope they give you some value and they help you out. But I love it so much more when y'all will reach out. We get to talk to you and meet and answer your questions. You know, even if you don't end up moving, if we can just answer your questions, I love to do that. Love to be helpful in any way that we can. Of course, if you want to see more videos about the Jackson metro area, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell, and you'll get notified when our videos come out. And if you've got any questions about these comments, maybe tell me which one did you like the best? Which one would be the best for you? Put that down in the comments below. I'd like to see that, just to see kind of some feedback from what y'all are thinking as y'all watch these videos. So that's going to do it for this one. If you want some general knowledge in the meantime, though, about the whole Jackson metro area, check out that video right there. I think you're really going to want to see it if you're somebody who's thinking about making a move here.